I'm not gonna lie to you guys. I feel like dating is overrated. Yeah, no, I get it. Being in a woman's company is nice and all, but I feel like social media pressures you too much to just throw your money on any woman so long as she's beautiful for the sake of doing it. Because a lot of you guys are insecure and you know, you want that attention and validation to make yourself feel good. Make yourself feel good. Which is ironic because happiness comes from within. You know? Happiness does come from within. And yes, I do believe as a man in your younger days, I don't believe you should have sex with any of these women you date. Don't want to make any, soul ties with them or anything. You're not going to stay with them for the rest of your life, so why have that? Why have your one of your most intimate memories and key moments of your life, because losing your virginity, that's a big deal, because there's a first time for everything, right? And who's not going to remember their first intercourse or session with a stranger who you're never going to see again? You don't want that, man. With me, the day I have intercourse, it won't be in like 15, 20 years from now, probably. So if I'm going to have my first intercourse session, sex, I want it to be my wife. First impressions of sex from a lot of you guys, I could imagine and assume it's not what you wanted, which is really sad. It's not their fault. It was both your faults, really, but it's your fault. You agreed to it. You didn't have to have sex. You didn't have to strip down and put your dick in there. You didn't want to behave. Let's turn the other way. It's too dark. You didn't want to behave. I think you should date with a purpose, a reason behind it. Don't just throw money at women for the sake of doing it. Because guys, a lot of you guys only focus on money. And yes, I do believe we all need to live, make a form of living, learn a high income skill. I get all of that. I feel like a lot of you guys, hold on, I need to see where I'm going. I feel like a lot of you guys, let's stop the ums and ahs. A lot of you guys just do it for the sake of some social media validation. You don't even like the woman. You just got her because she's pretty. Then you found out, oh, her spirit, her mentality is not where it needs to be. Oh, but she's pretty. Have some value to yourself, man. Come on. High value women. And date with a purpose. Like I said, I do believe men need to date women. Best case scenario, you find the right woman right away. I said that. You find the right woman right away. And we go from there. Because that woman's so high. Honestly, guys, let's say you're like 18 years old. You've been doing self-improvement for like 20 years. You're 38 years old now. All this work, man. You've been a virgin for like 20 years. You never dated a single woman. Well, let's say you have good social skills with women and you find the right woman and that's your first and only date and she's beautiful, her spirit is nice, her soul is nice, and she can do you well in the bedroom. Hey, you won, man. You don't need to deal with these women. You found the top. Just shows you had standards to yourself. You knew what you want. You were a hungry man. And everyone probably laughed at you till you got there at the end. That's just an example. That's just an example. But I do believe you should date with a purpose. For most of us guys, and I believe myself also, men and women, they need each other. As much as the internet tries to convince you that... Sorry guys, I'd love to make eye contact with you guys, but for the safety of my own life, I really have to look forward and know where I'm going. So you're gonna have to get me at this angle, unfortunately. I'm sorry guys. But it's more so the words and the value I give in the video rather than, my physical appearance. So I hope you guys understand. But yeah, us as men naturally, men and women need each other, like I was saying. As much as the internet will try to make you feel otherwise, there's this growing stigma that's been on the internet for a while now of the whole, oh, I don't need a man type shit and whatnot. I think it's influenced by rappers like, I'm even saying any names, but a lot of famous rappers in the industry promoting a hard message, and the younger youth, especially with this generation, with Generation Z. What is it? I think we're at Generation Alpha now, no? Generation Z, Generation Alpha, all them stuffs. They promote this very poor message, and you being the youth with a sponge-like brain, which is normal for every kid. You know, I can only imagine what it's like for you guys. You think it's normal, bro? Trust me, men and women need each other. Men need to provide, and the pressure a man can take is not the pressure a woman can take. And some things women are good at, men are just not built for it. That's why you need to have a union, you know. But like I was saying, I feel like I'm going all over the place with this video, but yeah, as men naturally, we need, like I said, we need women in our lives, and I don't see what's wrong with dating. But if you do date, I would say date with a purpose behind it. If you feel you can build something with this woman, give it a go, man. Take her out. But you have to remember, guys, we're men, and there's 24 hours in the day, and there's only so much time in the day we have to be throwing money all over the place. We know money ain't easy. Money's not easy. I want you to have discernment. I want you to know the woman you're picking. Yes, I love me a hot, sexy woman. I know I do. I love me a girl with a big ass, nice tits and a nice face and a pretty waist. We all do. I do, and I'll go for that as well. But don't just look for the face, man. Because some of these women are wolf in sheep's clothing. I'm telling you guys, man. Not every cutie pie with a cutie face is innocent. I'm telling you. You got the power to determine whether they're high quality or not. And so when you do date, yes, when I date, and I will date in the future, I'll date a ton of women. I have no shame saying that. Here's my take. You gotta know what type of woman you like, man. You got to experience the personality. Yeah, I want you to. Well, you don't have to, obviously, down to your preference. But me personally, I don't see what's wrong with dating like a few, what, 50, 100 women from the span of, like, let's say, I don't know, 20s to a bit in your 30s, just to know what type of woman you like, you know, and whatnot. Because then you experience all these personalities, and then you can have your picking of what you like. Making sure they're high quality. That's my take. I think you should date with a purpose and not just date to throw money. A lot of you guys are simps, which is really sad, and I see it all the time as well. I know it may sound ridiculous to say, but there are people like this who actually beg women to spend money on them. No, beg women that they can spend money on them. And it kind of puts the woman at the top of the value scale, which isn't how it should be. There's a reason why women date up and men date down. If women are looking up, it means you look up to someone in a respectful manner. Date with a purpose, man. Don't just throw money on anyone just because they're hot. Be careful. Be very careful. You need to have sexual discipline. In the past, in the old days, I'd probably say God hates pride the most out of all the 7 deadly sins. Childhood me would have said wrath is the worst. Nowadays, I'd say it's definitely lust is the most. Well, the thing about lust, and yeah, I know all sins are bad, but lust, the thing is, it feels so nice. That's what makes it dangerous, because it feels good. But the long term, it's no different than alcohol. So, let's just say this to end the video. The obsession with sex is no different than alcohol or drugs or anything like that, because you still want that huge dopamine hit. I mean, I know it's bad for us, but when you're in that moment, bro, it's so nice. I can imagine. Well, I not imagine, because I've been there. I've watched porn and I jacked off many times, so I know what it's like. Dating is overrated though. I feel like I'm going to end the video now because I keep jumping off to different topics. Dating is overrated. Date with a purpose. You know, I think we should date with a purpose. Best case scenario, like I said, you find that one woman, like my mum and dad, they found, I don't know about my dad, but my mum found that straight away, and then that was her one and only date. That's how it should be, best case scenario. But I'd imagine for most guys, it's man, come on, man, we work hard, man. You gotta have some feminine energy in our life. I don't see what's wrong with getting a date or two every now and then. I mean, come on, it's just a good woman as well. Just don't have sex with her, please don't do that. It'll mess you up mentally and it'll mess her up more. But I don't see what's wrong with dating and having a good time. That's just my take. Let me know your thoughts in the comments.